Hi, and thank you for attending today's call. I'm Jennifer Bagley with CI Web Group, and today we're going to have a short presentation on Google. This is a very simplified view at Google and search engine optimization strategies. I mean simple, simple, simple. This is right down to the basics. Mainly, this presentation is concentrating on what's important and in what order. We're not going to get into search engine optimization as a whole. We're not going to get into specific strategies and requirements that are going to get you here. We're just going to be talking about what priority should you have when it comes to optimization strategies as a whole. Again, this is really designed to help you prioritize. A lot of times businesses are doing all the right things at the wrong time, and that's what we want to try to avoid now. So the very, very, very first strategy to concentrate on is your names. People fall in love with people. Your sales reps need to have their names optimized. Your company owners, your executives, and so forth, the business owners. That is critical because as you're out and about and you're building a business, people are going to remember you. They're going to remember your name. So when it comes down to the ultimate business, which is referral business, if you're being referred to another person, you want to make sure that those people who now go back to Google to put your name in to figure out who you are and to get more information, that they're able to find you. So your name is very important, and I'm going to show you some examples in a little bit. The second thing is your company name. Again, referral business is the best business that there is. So making sure that you take time and put energy into optimizing your company name is critical. You don't want to start with your key phrases first when you haven't done the due diligence of optimizing for your company name. Now there's also a difference between optimizing your website for your company name and utilizing the social metasphere or the hundreds of social media sites that can help you acquire additional space for your name as well as your company name online. And that's going to come up as important as well. So we'll talk about that. The next one is unique brands. If you have been known for or became known for certain brands, in my company people know Converting Time to Cash, people know Fusion Marketing, Business Blitz, and so forth. Those are the unique brands my company has created that others are very familiar with. And a lot of times, instead of looking up our company name, they may go to Google and type in the Fusion Marketing System or Converting Time to Cash. We want to make sure if they know us, those are the best customers for our business. If they know your name, your company name, or your unique brands, those are the shortest sales cycle clients, easiest to close. Those are typically people who have endorsements from people that they know, love, and trust, and they're going to be the best clients for your business. So again, prioritizing this is critical. A lot of times I see businesses get started with ad agencies SEO agencies who used to or were born and raised in the ad market. Well, if they've been trained on traditional advertising, they may not be guiding you down the right path, which is optimizing and making sure that you really, really take a proactive approach in owning the Internet for your name, your company name, and those unique brands. The next one is questions. You have to figure out what people really want who might be looking for your products or services, and what kind of questions do they have. One of the easiest ways to go around the bend and get found first is going to be answering their questions online. This is going to help you in preparing content, writing your page titles, creating permalinks on your website, and all of those things that are necessary in order for you to occupy space online. Then do the rest. The problem is that most of the time businesses start upside down. They start backwards. They get a brand new site, they put it online, and all of a sudden they start targeting and they spend all their time, money, and energy on key phrases, which are generic key phrases or search phrases that come out of a keyword research project. Now, they are really, really losing out for proactive reasons, such as all the referral business that they're losing because when somebody gets referred to them, they can't find them, and also for more defensive reasons, which is protecting your brand, protecting name. There are a lot of companies that have went down the wrong path, not taken a proactive approach and owning the real estate on Google for their name, and all it takes is one or two upset clients that can really do a lot of damage to a business. You want to make sure that you have a very, very proactive and aggressive approach to making sure that you protect and own your name, your brand, your unique brands, your company name online first. Very, very important. Then you can do the rest. The rest is getting found for demographics, key phrases, etc. You've got to get an expert advice. Please make sure it's a company that can show you lots of different examples. They're setting very real expectations as far as the amount of resources and time and money and your participation that is necessary in order to get and maintain positioning for all of these different types of key phrases. If you try and do it yourself, you can do that, and we'll teach you how to do that. However, this is a very dynamic place and a very dynamic journey. It's constantly changing. The Internet's changing. Competitors are changing. Everybody's working for that top 2 to 3 spaces or that top 5 spaces on the first page of Google. The rest doesn't matter. So I'm going to show you some examples. So make sure you treat this as a journey. If you find yourself hearing or saying anything is an SEO project, a project has a beginning and an end. That is the first road to failure. SEO is not a project. It is a lifestyle. It is a journey. It is something you are going to have to do for the rest of your life. So now, I'm not going to go into details, but I feel really bad. I have personal friends in very high places who have not put in the time and energy to own their positioning online. And because they didn't, 1 or 2 pieces of information or 1 or 2 things came out on the Internet, and now they're in a horrible position. For the rest of their life, they're going to be fighting to own those positions. Instead of taking a proactive approach, owning those positions, and that way it's a lot easier to deal with that. And I'm going to show you a really great example I have to deal with on a daily basis with my own name. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get started. The next thing we'll do is we're going to go look at actual examples. So I've got a series of different web pages that have been opened up for you with different search phrases in them. So I have the search phrase in the top, and then press search, and then you can see how many search results appear for that search phrase. And you also see how quick, 0.13 seconds. The instant searchability with Google, of course, is requiring the algorithms, the Google bots, and all the technology behind the search engines to act quicker and make decisions faster, which is all the more reason why you have to have a higher quality website, mass amounts of content, very relevant, very optimized, and the content has to be specifically written for your 2 main audiences, which is Google as well as individuals, people who are searching for the site. That's more on the conversion side. But for search engines, if somebody goes and they search for Jennifer Bagley, what I want to make sure is that they're able to find me, and they're able to easily see who I am, what I'm about, and there is plenty of real estate that is owned, so that they don't have a question of who is Jennifer Bagley, how do I find her, what's she about, and so forth. So this is very, very important. You should be able to put in your own name into Google, and you should be able to search through and see lots of different samples of your name. This is where social media comes in. A lot of business owners say they're not interested in social media because they don't think they'll get business from Facebook for whatever reason or whatever those social accounts are. If the only reason you use social media is for the SEO value, then so be it, if that's the way. But you cannot avoid social media. These social accounts, the great part is every single one of these social media accounts, and I own a lot of websites, so I'm seeing a lot of my own sites. But for example, profile.com/Jennifer Bagley, twitter.com/Jennifer Bagley. Let me go back a page. Let's go look. Facebook.com/Jennifer Bagley. YouTube.com/Jennifer Bagley, and so forth. The more that you search, the more you're going to see that all these social media accounts really give you a lot of real estate online. Names.com/Jennifer Bagley, Google.com/Jennifer Bagley, and so forth. So this is very, very important that you take the time to either do it yourself or outsource it and have another company set that up. If you go to ciwebgroup.com, you can actually go under FAQ and it will say, what social sites do I need? We actually have a little tool that's on this page where you can put in your name or your company name, hit check, and it's going to show you which one of these social sites is available for you to be able to claim your name as the handle, which gives you additional real estate online, or which ones have already been claimed, which there's a lot of companies out there that do name squatting online, and that will prevent you from being able to claim that name as well. Under the products and services area, there is an area, social media services. It's called social media profile domination or social media profile creation, that will allow you to choose how many social accounts you want set up and have somebody else set those up for you. Again, this is mainly for real estate on Google. The next one is to make sure part of search engine optimization is making sure that those same terms are also being looked at from web, images, as well as videos. So in this situation, we have the same search phrase, Jennifer Bagley, but this time we clicked on videos. And here you're going to be able to see there's a lot of use of video marketing on page after page, so you can get an idea of how video is so important to your business. Now while I'm here, I also want to show you, if I was to type in social media speakers, on here you're also going to be able to see how this relates if they were looking for just a specific search phrase. Social media speaker, social media speakers, and so forth. So you can see you also want to be able to do that for your key phrases as well. All right, so the next one we're going to go in is we're going to go look at company names. Again, this is an example of the old company name, my old company name, Compliments International, and we're looking under the videos area. You can also look under images and web as well. If you click on Compliments International, you want to make sure that you have all of the space owned by your company, so that there's no question, again, as people are searching for you who may have been referred to your company, that you have good positioning as well. Of course, if you're searching for your company name, you want to make sure things like logos and whatnot show up, images for your company, brand images, and so forth. And then back to the web, and you'll be able to see the positioning for Compliments International itself. Again, there's no question who we are or whether or not we're a legitimate company. Now, I want to show you the other. The other is our current company name, which is CI Web Group. So if you're in Google and you push in, or you type in CI Web Group, again, this is what your site should look like. You should make sure that you are positioned properly, so if someone's searching for your company, that you have the ability to own all of these different positions. Again, the social metasphere, all of the social media sites, while you may not utilize them for all of the other things that they're valuable at, social media truly is a very integral part of search engine optimization. So there's just no way to avoid it, regardless of your thoughts on whether or not social media is a good avenue for you to build your business or not. You have to do it. So here's examples of all the different social sites that are giving our company name, our company brand. And this brand actually, let me put things in perspective, is only 4 months old. So at the time I'm doing the recording, this brand, we launched it 4 months ago, officially about 2.5 months ago. However, when we first started, you'll notice I'm on page 2 out of 6.7 million results. When we first started, there were a bunch of other web kind of companies that actually owned page 1, page 2, page 3, and so forth, and it wasn't us. So when we started, it was very, very important that we concentrate 100% of our efforts as soon as we launch on claiming that space and pushing all those other companies out to page 10, 11, and 12, and so forth. So that was the number one goal of our company with the rebrand, is to go do that. So now they're all gone. I feel sorry for them, but so be it. That is unfortunately the way the Internet goes. That is why I said that search engine optimization is a journey and not a project, because there are people like me working on behalf of our clients trying to push people out of the way all day long. So you can never give up. You can never stop. It's a lifestyle. You have to learn to live with it. It is what it is. So now we're out on page 3. We're still looking. We're seeing lots of testimonials from clients. We're seeing lots of articles, lots of information, social media accounts, lots of third-party endorsements, and so forth. Website announcements. This is a really, really good use of article marketing, as well as directory listings, social media, search engine optimization, blogging, and so forth. We have lots and lots and lots of positions owned online. I think now we're on page 5 out of 6.7 million, and we're still seeing the complement sites. We haven't seen anything actually pop in that's somebody else's site yet. We're on page 6 now of 6.7 million. Again, we're still all in CI Web Groups brand, page 7. We'll go quickly because it's still all of them. Page 8. We're still there. Let me go ahead and just jot out to 10 and see where we're at on 10. On 10, we are still on. These are all our sites. Let's go ahead and bump out to page 12. And we start to see a couple other sites that are not ours. We're still in a lot of them. This is one of the websites that was on page 1, position 1, we used to search our name. So now they're on page 12. I remember them being up there. And also CI Host, I haven't seen them yet. Maybe I skipped over them. And you're also seeing a lot of our client sites and so forth, so good use of the client sites. And we're still going. So we're out to page 13 on the Internet before you really start seeing other companies. Here's another one. This poor guy, they were on page 1 as well, and they're gone as well. So then now they're on page 13. So good example of optimizing for your company name. Again, this is the #1 goal for anybody putting a website on the Internet. You've got to be able to get this down so that you know you have your referral business secured. So we went through Compliments International. We looked at that. Now, Fusion Marketing System. This is a brand of ours. Again, people know us for the Fusion Marketing System, so you can kind of get an idea of our positioning for that as well. Let's go Converting Time to Cash. This is another one of our programs, so you're seeing other people presenting Converting Time to Cash. This is our company speaking at the SMEI event and so forth. Another good example. Now, as we talked about in the, and actually let me move this one over because this is more for search phrases. As we talked about it in the presentation at the beginning, the next thing is asking questions online. Okay, and figuring out what those questions, how to start showing up. So if somebody was to put in, why does SEO take time? And if they were to put that in Google, then they're going to get a list of websites. And as you'll see, we're slowly but surely moving our brand new website up to position #3 on page 1. So again, we want to answer people's questions. This is real important to your business as well. All right, the next example is, what is a fair price for SEO? This was something that we determined people are looking for, and this was a question that we needed to answer. So again, we're working on taking this very new site, this 4-month-old website, and by creating a mass amount of content off-page and on SEO and good use of social accounts, we've finally gotten, in the 2-month time frame, we've been able to get to position #4 on page 1 for what is a fair price for SEO. So this is an important search phrase for us that we've been working on. And of course, answering people's questions, figuring out what are people asking, what are they looking for, and getting those answers online is critical to your success on the Internet as well. All right, let's look at the other one, SEO pricing online. We notice a lot of people are starting to look for pricing on the Internet, finding out there's, in SEO, unfortunately, we're in an industry where pricing is not something that most people will post on their websites because they want the ability to find out what kind of business you're in and kind of get an idea of what you can afford. Or they're not standardized in the way that they take on their different SEO packages and so forth. So we really, in order to compete, wanted to make sure that we were very transparent in the SEO services that we offer, and exactly people knew what they were paying for, what they were going to get, and when they were going to get it. So with that, we put a lot of focus on making sure that we're someone that comes up when they're asking questions about SEO pricing online or SEO pricing questions as well. So as you'll see, we'll slowly start moving these two sites up and up and up as well. All right, now the next one. Then you can start looking at other search phrases that are a little bit more literal. You know, I'm not as big of a fan of these type of search phrases because I really don't have an interest of trying to ram through the fence. I'd rather go around the fence. It's faster, it converts into cash quicker, and so forth. So while it's important and you'll see us, you know, put a little bit of energy into it, things that are a little more literal and more upfront and prominent search phrases, of course, putting some time into those is the last piece, and I'll show you some examples of those as well. So Dallas Internet Marketing Agencies, these are where, now I haven't covered this, so let me just make sure everybody understands. This area right here, this is pay-per-click advertising, PPC. You'll see it a lot. This is where you pay to be in each one of these positions. You pay every time somebody clicks on your link. So if I really don't like this company, I can sit here and click their link 100 times, but I won't do that. This over here, same on the right-hand side. This, again, this is pay-per-click advertising. This is how you get here. You pay every time somebody clicks on that link as well. Pay-per-click is a great solution for someone who wants a lot of traffic immediately. These are non-organic leads. There is a referral attached to it. Most of the time, these are a little bit more difficult to close. The sales cycles are a little bit longer because they're really uncomfortable and leery about who you are and doing business with you. So you got to work a lot harder on these. If you ever stop paying for pay-per-click, your business is immediately over. You will be removed from the sidebar advertising, and all of those leads that you had in the beginning are gone, totally wiped out in a heartbeat. So it's a very temporary, very, very temporary, yet good way to get a lot of traffic to your site. Of course, the long-term slow approach to it is going to be through proper search engine optimization, content additions to your site, having your website built properly, integrating the social media marketing strategy, and so forth. So, and that's going to get you into this area right here, which is the organic search results. Organic search results, I could do an entire class on how this information changes depending on where you are, what IP address you're registered from, what your search phrases are, your demographics, and all of this. That it is a constant moving field, and it's very, very difficult, and it takes a lot of energy to be able to position yourself in the organic, but boy is it worth it, because you are talking about a huge, huge amount of traffic that is generated by being in the top 5 searches on the first page of Google. Anything after that is really non-existent and is not very important, so I wouldn't worry about it. Try and get into this top area. Again, this is what you're working with. This is, you know, remember what, 1, 2, 3 for this particular search phrase out of 1.3 million. This is not an easy, it's not an easy search phrase to try and get found for. So you really have to work hard at it. Now the next one, web design agency Dallas. Again, looking at how is everybody positioned and trying to get into that is very important. So you'll see those articles that are really about Dallas web design. When we haven't concentrated on that, we probably should here shortly, but creating articles that are about Dallas web design agencies is going to be important to keep that site moving up. All right, let's get out of here. The next one, social media marketing speaker. Again, I like going around the bend, not through the bend. One of my strategies for our business has really been speaking engagements. I do a mass amount of training and education and speaking engagements. I talk all over the world, and that has been a great, great feeder for our business. So it's very important to me that we are found and we show up when people are looking for social media speaker. Let me pull up another one. Also on this one, social media keynote. This is very important that we're showing up if somebody's looking for a keynote speaker as well. This is social media speaker and trainer. Again, owning these positions are very important. In this one we have position 2 and 3, and we're always back and forth with Mari and Mike as well. All right, the next one is SEO ABCs. This is something that teaching people the SEO or ABCs of SEO has been important to us. So you'll see we have a lot of articles that are concentrated on SEO ABCs. A is for architecture, B is for backlink, and C is for content. Without all three, you're pretty much dead in the water. So you'll notice this is something that's important to us as well. Now let's go ahead and look at another. SEO packages on a budget. We've noticed there's a lot of searches for that. We have a great program for, we call it SEO Lite, for people who are brand new solopreneurs and they're really trying. And you know, we try and set the expectations so they understand this is at least you're doing something. At least you're investing something into your business. What should we all be investing? We should all be dumping in $5,000 or more a month. But it's just, you know, for a lot of small business owners or solopreneurs, that's just not feasible. But you have to do something. So we created a program called the SEO Lite Plan, and we're really concentrating on helping people slowly over time gain traction as it comes to SEO. So let me just go put that in, SEO Lite. SEO Lite, and if you put that in, you'll notice right here is our SEO Lite plan. So these are things that are important to us as well. Let me get out of here. All right, what else do we got? SEO Pricing Guide. I wanted to show you this. This is something we're kind of playing around with, which is the use of Twitter. We haven't optimized our site for SEO Pricing Guide, but we did create a Twitter account and have been really looking at optimizing and search engine optimization as it relates to Twitter. So you'll notice if you're looking for SEO Pricing Guide that we have a really good positioning. This was actually created less than 2 weeks ago. So very interesting, another easy way to get clients to your site. Of course, I have hundreds of people on Twitter constantly. So let me show you how new this is. This is a brand new Twitter account. We've not even done any tweets and so forth. So this is one of the strategies that we're looking at. As you can see, we have a lot of Twitter accounts. Here's one, Dallas SEO Agency, brand new Twitter account that we just started. Let me go back. Converting Time to Cash. Fusion Marketing is a brand new account. We're also playing with utilizing our unique brands as Twitter accounts. So as you can see on this one, we've only had 9 tweets. The account's been open for less than 30 days, and we already have 1,707 followers. So fantastic. Of course, Twitter is our #1 referring website to our core website. So if you're avoiding Twitter, trust me, I did it for a long time, you have to stop. More Twitter followers equals more traffic equals more opportunities for conversions, more conversions equals more money. Plain Jane, that is the way it works. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'll show you our CI web group. Brand new Twitter account as well. This one's growing very quickly, only 77 tweets. It's less than 30 days old. We're already up to 2,147 in followers. And even myself, I was very hard to get over into Twitter, very difficult. So about 45 days ago, maybe 60 days ago, I started being a little bit more active on Twitter, and I'm currently up to 6,000 or so followers and so forth. Actually 5,700 followers. So Twitter is very difficult for me to adopt. Very difficult for many reasons, but that's a whole other conversation. So you can't avoid it. You absolutely cannot avoid it. I suppose I should follow my own company over there too. All right, so let me jump out of here. Next one. Now, the last one was the other stuff. Typical link or typical search engine optimization key phrases. If you sit down with an SEO company, that's what they're going to do. They're going to look for all the key phrases you should look for. They're not going to be able to get into what are the questions your clients have. They don't have the information. Most of them can't ask those questions. You're the subject matter expert. As a business owner, you need to know what is most important to your customers, what they really want, what questions do they really have. That is your job to advise your SEO team, as well as it is your job to create content that asks those questions. That is more important than any of the other SEO services that are out there. It is absolutely critical. That's your job, though. You are the subject matter expert. I am the one who knows my industry. I know what people are looking for. I know the questions that they have. I gave you just I don't want to put all my business in the street. I gave you a couple of the main questions that I know people are looking for. I'm not going to tell you everything that we're optimized for. That would be giving away all of my lovely, wonderful secrets to the general public. I don't want to give all of them away. So for you, this is very important. Don't just concentrate on these things. The SEO agency, including my own company, we're going to tell you, you have to find those questions and you have to publish content. No content, no traffic, no money. It's just the way it is. I'm losing my voice today. All right, so this is an example of Link Building Services Dallas. Of course, this is something that we love. This is what we do. We are link building gods over here. So, of course, this is something that we want to be found for as well. Dallas Link Building Company, another way to search for it, just to kind of give you an idea. Another one, Social Media Marketing Agency Dallas. So that's another normal search phrase that everybody goes for. Whether I'm not highly impressed about it, but so be it. That's what you need to do. So that is a lot of information. That's a lot of information, isn't it? But hopefully it helps you, at least if you're not working with our company, tell your marketing company, tell the SEO company that that is the priority that you want to manage your project. It is most important. Everyone has got to understand your number one source of new business should come from current clients. The only way to do that is to ensure that if they're referring, well, there's a lot of things you have to do in order to get referrals out of customers, but again, that's a different training. As it relates to the Internet, you have to make sure that if your clients are referring your business to other people and those other people are doing what everybody does now, they're going to Google and they're looking you up by your name or your company name, make sure that you come up not once, but you own the first 10 pages of Google. Please make sure that you do that. It will save you a ton of headache going forward. In addition, obviously it's going to be critical that you find those questions. I did a training a couple weeks ago on what your customers really want. Really find it out and then create content that answers those questions. And then lastly, do what the SEO people tell you. Okay, so as a business analyst and an operations and supply chain person, that's my advice to you on how to make good use of great information, but more importantly, how to do the right things and when. So with that, I hope you have a great day. Make it a great day. Feel free, please, to go to our website. If you go to ciwebgroup.com/fusion, FUSION, then you're going to be able to register for upcoming trainings, check out some of our past trainings, as well as if you're interested in a 1-hour consultation. Anyone who attended this workshop, you're more than welcome to sign up, and we'll be happy to put you in touch with an inbound marketing specialist as well as a business strategy specialist to be able to help you get an idea of where you're at and help you make some future plans for success as well. You can also register at ciworkshops.com. And other than that, make it a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Please stand by.